Welcome to the Women in Digital Dentistry podcast, where we empower through innovation. I'm Allison Lacoussiere, your host, and each week we'll explore the mindset and the skill set of creating a successful practice and life for women in business. From the latest in dental technology to mastering marketing strategies, creating team synergy, cultivating a powerful money mindset, this podcast is your resource to empower yourself and your team to have the most success possible. Whether you're an established business professional or just beginning your journey, we're here to help you unlock your full potential, lead with confidence, and have an incredible journey along the way. Welcome to the Women in Digital Dentistry podcast. Welcome to another episode of Women in Digital Dentistry. I am here with Dr. Kathryn Alderman, and I am so excited for our session today because this woman is a genius. She is a mom. She is a multi-practice owner. She is an author and truly a leader in our industry. And so we're going to dive into a lot of fun conversations around AI today. But first, Kathryn, can you introduce yourself to our audience and tell them about you?
Allison, thank you so much for inviting me. This is such a great opportunity to share with people about what I do and how I do it. But in a nutshell, I have been managing startups and seasoned practices and growing a dental group for about 20 years. So now I'm doing the same, doing a new group. But what I have noticed, regardless of a state or which place I'm at, everybody has the same problems. Everybody has the same problems with growth, keeping great employees, choosing the right marketing strategies, and really, at the end of the day, not feeling burned out and still being profitable. So regardless of a state, regardless of a dental practice, regardless of a team, it seems like we all have the same type of problems that are common to among many of us. And so because of that, I have been a big fan of AI helping me to solve those problems. So I'm excited to talk about it today.
Oh my gosh, me too. And just before we got on our podcast, we were like nerding out about how much we use AI and how much it's changed our lives. And I can't wait to dive into that. But one thing you said that really I love and I want to circle back to is, staying profitable without burning out. And I think in today's society and our world, we have to move faster and we have higher expectations from our team, from our patients, from our family. And that's why I'm so excited to talk about AI today, because I think it keeps us on that leading edge, on the ability to perform without causing it to take so much time. So share with our audience, how are you using it right now? What are you doing with AI on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I use it for everything. So basically, every day when I get up and I feel overwhelmed, that feeling of how am I going to accomplish my day? And it can be just as a mother, as a practice owner, or maybe just as a consultant. In just anything that I can think of, I will think, can AI help me today? How can AI assist me? And I went to MIT program for designing AI. So what I do is actually every day I start by learning about AI. So that's how I start every single day. I keep up on new AIs. I understand, I look at more research or just new tools. So every day I start with learning more about AI and thinking how AI is going to help me. You asked how I use it. AI has different platforms, and I know now which platforms will really give me the results that I want, and not every platform will give me the results that I want. So now I know, after trying and learning and understanding, which platforms are helpful and which platforms is just a waste of time to use it.
Yeah.
So that's about life. So I use AI for life all day long, as appropriate. But in dentistry, it's really, I'm writing a book right now, how AI change healthcare and dentistry. So in my book, again, I'm including most common problems that we have in dentistry and healthcare and how AI can help today. So I'm not talking about futuristic AI. I don't want to say that because, then that's a different book. But
Yeah.
my book is about what can we do right now. So to answer your question, what can we do right now? in dentistry, it goes from administration to clinical. And again, in administration area, AI can do a lot. In a clinical area, AI can do some things, but AI is doing quite a few things already to support our dental teams and to support any dental practice that would like to use it.
100%. I love the thought. And I've actually started to do this as well as a coach, as a consultant, as a speaker. It's like I'm doing something. And my question to myself, and I think for all of our listeners, this is the way we get started with this, is asking yourself, can AI help me? And so, for an example, for myself, I just learned how to use a software called Beautiful.ai, which is a slide deck builder. And I just take content that I've built in AI and ChatGPT, download it and upload it into this deck, and it builds me out a presentation deck. So for all my practices that I'm teaching, coaching, I can build custom decks like this for all of my presentations. And so it's true. Like, what can I use AI for? So from your perspective, like I'm a female dentist, business owner, maybe owning one practice, maybe owning two practices. Where would you suggest they start? Like, where would they dive into, like, okay, I'm going to start using AI as my, like you said before the call, my best assistant to help me with certain things?
Well, let's start from our areas, because in dentistry, we have quite a few areas. Let's go from administrative and marketing. Actually, let's start with marketing. If you look at the marketing, you know that marketing is probably the most developed area. So you can actually use an AI, you can make content, you can make social posts, you can make videos, you can make flyers, you can make presentations, you can make your office manuals, you can make logos for your office. It's limitless what you can do. Truly, in a marketing sense, you can use AI to help you with the marketing absolutely better than, I would say, any marketing teams that used to work with me. So to have an example, for example, you can make a social posts. Again, pictures created, not so much. AI is still not there for pictures created, but you can make social posts. You can actually create videos using AI. You can modify your videos using AI. You can create website content. You can optimize the website content to be search engine optimized. So you can actually, from a marketing standpoint of view, you can literally, it's like you just ask yourself, what do I need? And there is already a tool available. Oh, my favorite, make a website. It can make you website. It can make you landing pages. And truly the websites that it can make, it takes about 1 minute to make your website. Or more specifically, landing page. It's crazy. I posted about it on a Facebook group, maybe less than a year, and it seemed like a futuristic thing that I made a post and everybody was like, wow, we cannot believe it's happening. Well, it's happening, and there is a choice of agencies, choice of AI agents that can do that for you. And I believe the job is done really well. So that's really what used to be futuristic, like even a year ago. Now you have more than one option to choose from. So from a marketing standpoint, it's amazing. From administrative standpoint, obviously we're all looking at to develop a receptionist, which we're not there yet. We're not there to to use an AI to help us with confirmation of appointments, figuring out fees, or creating treatment plans. We're not there yet, but we already can use AI to help us to create custom treatment plans. We can use AI to calculate fees really quickly. We can use AI to make letters to the patients. We can use AI to help us to communicate with the patients very well. As a matter of fact, I would insist my team uses AI because humans don't spell well. And I feel that I have a habit now. Any message that I'm about to send, I will put it through AI and I will say, make it better, or check spelling. I feel that most team members that we work with should be doing the same. That's
Yes.
that's really because we are communicating with the patients. We are, so that layer of professionalism that can be added by using AI to create our emails or, sending letters to the patients. I think that's really fabulous and should be utilized in every office, unless somebody's just genius in English, which that's not the case in most of our offices. Wouldn't you agree, Allison? What do you think?
I mean, 100%, but even like just when I have my team members sending out referrals to specialists, like why not write it within AI? Like it just the confidence that you can have in your language. Like even for me, like I am a good writer. I won spelling bees. Like I like have a big vocabulary. I like it. But I would way rather just use AI. Like I would just want to like pop, I'm like, please write a letter to this person doing this, saying this with this tone. Boom, it's done. And there's now this software that is note takers. Like in this podcast, I have an AI note taker that's going to pull out all of our like language, all the words we're going to use, and I can take that and put it into a summary and put it into ChatGPT and write an article about it. I can write social media captions. I can write the podcast blog about it. Like it's so fast and I love it. And so what I suggest for sure at bare minimum, very least is that anyone that's listening, set a goal for yourself to start using notes in the operatory. For all my clinicians who love to write long notes, you can have them track, like listen to the notes and then upload it into your practice management software with key objectives and the action items and what you've recommended. And then you can copy and paste that into a referral document and send it to your specialist or to your patient.
Amazing.
It's
Amazing.
incredible.
Talking about clinical. So now let's move on to clinical, because you touched up on charting, which is amazing. What do you use? Which AI tool do you use for charting?
I use it is called patientnotes.io. And I have to just give a shout out to Aisling Whitaker, and she's incredible. So go check her out on social media. Yeah, she's amazing.
Patient notes that are okay. So let's talk more about that, because that's really important, because we don't have time as a clinicians to chart. Another thing that is very common, creating custom treatment plans. We all know that case acceptance in general is lower in dentistry because we telling patients of foreign things, and a lot of times patients leave the office, may not committing to the treatment, or may not scheduling the treatment, or they may go home and hear objections from their families that don't understand the importance. So AI can help. You can actually copy and paste all the ADA codes from a treatment plan. You can literally put ADA codes, copy and paste it, or you can even put a PDF document. You put it in the, even as ChatGPT, you can do ChatGPT, you can do it in user platform, and you can say, create friendly treatment plan that patient will be motivated to say yes. Don't use ADA codes, make it friendly and easy to understand. It's amazing what comes out. It's amazing what's come out. Then you literally print it out and give it to the patient. And again, you can have a template that says like add payment option we have. So you can literally have a statements that you do and copy and paste, and that statement can be used to create the treatment plan every time. You just copy and paste. Hey, create me friendly treatment plans that will motivate the patient to keep scheduling appointments, to complete the treatment plan. Don't use the ADA codes, and make it easy for patient to understand. Literally, it's amazing what AI will do. Then you print it out, give it to the patient. Now, any team member up front, regardless of their experience or training, can do it for our patients. Our case acceptance will go up right away, because I have seen it. I have seen it firsthand that when patients take something they can understand and they leave the office, we have to remember they will go home and show it to their husband, to their wife, to their mom. So often we have to convince not just the patient, but the patient's family. So now the patient has an easy printout of the terms, and conditions that they need to know, and they can take it to their family. Let's make it better. We can make it in any language that patient speaks. We can say, now you created the treatment plan, and then you will tell AI, well, make it in Slavic language, or Russian language, or Japanese, or Chinese. And in literally less than a minute, not even a minute, you have a treatment plan in a patient's language that patient can understand and actually will read and follow. So that's for the treatment plans. And of course, let's talk about clinical care. I believe AI for showing potential decay in a perio is great. And here's why. I always tell everybody, don't rely on it. It's not what it's for. You cannot rely on AI, but it can point to the areas of a decay. It can point to the areas of a perio. And so patients, if you show that visual and tell a patient AI is showing this area, sadly, patients trust AI more than they trust us.
Yeah,
And
no, it's
so
true.
it is, and they shouldn't, because I have seen AI making plenty of mistakes in,
Yeah.
decay detection, and especially gum disease. I have seen plenty of mistakes that AI still makes in processing X-rays, but patients don't know it. Patients see that visually, so it's a huge boost to case acceptance, and for patients to accept treatment that normally doesn't hurt, doesn't have symptoms, and normally be, not every patient will be compliant with the treatment. So imagine we use the AI with you. Number one, we use the AI to help us to educate patient about common dental disease. Then a patient goes up front. We create a custom treatment plan that they take home in just a minutes, less than a minute. Our case acceptance will go up. I have seen it firsthand. I have seen it. So so that would be, I would say, my favorite things for clinical dentistry. But then we can look at AI for sleep dentistry. We can look at AI for orthodontics. So we can look at AI for 3D printing. Of course, like there are different technologies developing. But to answer your question, what is the easiest ways to implement it? I would say, wasn't my favorite ways.
I love it. I want to know, like, what is the silliest thing you've asked AI for in like life or like in business? Like, what's like the most like hilarious or funny or fun or just like kind of like out of the box way you've asked AI to support you?
I like to laugh a lot. So sometimes I use AI to make me jokes, and it doesn't make a funny jokes. And I said, that's not funny. Like I said, I like to laugh in general. So like, I like to laugh. I like to say jokes. Like I'm always like joking. So sometimes I will put my post in and ask AI to redo it and do something funny. I would say that's probably, that's probably what I use it for, but really anything.
Oh, I love that. I've recently asked AI. I actually was showing my mom AI, like, cause she wasn't using it. I'm like, if you're not using AI, like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you need to use it. And so she ended up planning her like whole Thanksgiving dinner, like from like the meal to the wine pairing to how to prepare every single aspect of the meal to like dietary differences and preferences that people needed, plus a shopping cart, plus the timing of like when she should start cooking in order to have dinner on the table by a certain time. Like it's incredible, the organizational aspect of it. So like, yeah, like for Thanksgiving dinner, please write me out like a 3-course menu with like turkey as the main thing. Where should I get the ingredients from? Like it's so fun and so good. Um, my boyfriend actually gets like, he laughs at me all the time now because I'll send him like lists of like things that we're doing in our trips and places to go for coffee. He's like, was this you or AI? And I was like, what's the difference? So I just like, I use it all the time.
People actually judge me. People judge me. Like, they will say it's like you use the AI, and I was like, why won't I? Why
Yeah.
won't I? Like, why won't I? Like, you should be using AI too. And then I
Yeah.
see messages from them that are AI generated, and I'm thinking, well, good, you're finally on the same wagon. Like, it's like, good, you finally caught up to the speed. Like, good job using AI.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And like now though, I see it too. Like I'll like send back my friends have started using it and they send me emails and I'm like, I can tell you use this with AI. Like get your prompts longer or like get it to be more personalized to you. Because like when you can see that someone sends you something that has been built with AI, you're like, like, so now you just have to start to learn how to use it better so that your copy and your language doesn't seem like it's AI. Like that's the like real flex is like use it, but make sure nobody thinks that it's done by AI. Like that's what we need to
Yeah,
do.
but it's hard. I feel like, what is your trick for that? What do you do for that? Like, how do you, because chat GTP kind of sounds old and AI-ish, the chat GTP by
Yes.
itself. Like
Yeah. So
Meta AI is not as bad. Like Meta AI
yeah.
is better, but Meta AI is, it, it just, yeah, what do you use?
Yeah, so I will actually I've like I've programmed my chat GPT and so I've taken my old copy that I wrote on my own like long form copy or like articles or big pieces of content that I've written personally and then I'll copy and paste it into ChatGPT and I say, please like learn and understand my language, my style, my tone, and write all my copy based on this. And so then from there, it actually like pulls the similarities of what I typically write. And it's more like Allison rather than like this, there's certain like terms that I've started to pick up on AI, like on ChatGPT specifically. I'm like, that was written by chat. So now it's more personable.
Yeah, that's like, yeah. So that's really good that you're doing it. I'm still trying to figure that out because sometimes, especially when it's a big information or writing something like if you create in a bigger document, it's harder. It does come up as AI, you know?
100%. No. What would you say? Like, I know a lot of people are scared of AI and they feel threatened or they feel like it's going to take over or, you know, all of these like kind of mindset like that people have around AI. Like, what would you say is the best way? Like, you just dove right into it. You're like, I'm using it. I'm like doing it. Like, how do we help other people or anybody listening who might be a little bit afraid of it really just take that step to like learn?
I believe that I believe it's the right number, but I have seen these numbers that by 2030, 58 million jobs will be created that are AI related. I could be
Wow.
wrong with number, but it's a huge number. It's a huge number. So AI is not replacing humans, but how we're going to be using AI and our jobs are changing. So for us to be prepared for the AI driven world, AI is here. It is staying. It's a fourth revolution. It's called a fourth industrial revolution. So AI is here. So the best way to prepare is to learn and then adapt to that and really to start using it and learning to get that new job or to get that next job. So really, it's not going to replace us because we still have to serve so many areas. It's not going to replace all of us. It's going to replace many jobs, but it will add new jobs. And
Mm-hmm.
because of that, I'm not worried about AI replacing humans. But I do
No.
say that we have to learn, and really, there are going to be a lot of concept as superhuman. So it means that organizations will have a AI. Businesses will use AI as a business intelligence. So dental practices will use AI. So everyone will use AI. Um, Ended up, so we all going to a place where we will be kind of a superhuman in a sense that we have a human, but we also have a AI helping us to accomplish things. So
Mm-hmm.
because of that, I would just say learn AI. Don't be afraid of that, and do exactly what you said. I loved your advice. Challenge yourself, get on it and see what it can do for you, just like your mom. Your
Yeah.
mom was probably, how was your mom? After your mom tried it, how was your mom? Was she
She
blown
like
away by that?
she was like squealing. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like she was so excited, and she's like, "This is gonna change my whole life." And she was so like motivated. She was like, "I have to show your dad. Like I have to show your brother." Like she wanted to show everybody. And she said, like, I remember the first time we used dial-up internet, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna change my life." She's like, "I feel the exact same way about this." And so like get excited about it because I think you're right. Like it's just changing our world. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just change. And the only
Yes.
thing the only thing we can guarantee in our lifetime is that everything's going to change. Like that's the only thing we can guarantee. And that's okay when we like lean into it and we accept it and we get curious. And it can be really, I think, really powerful.
I love it. Like I love what you said, and that's you really gave the best advice. One thing I would say for practice owners, for dentists, and for administrators is not to make too many changes. So make
Mm.
one change.
Yes.
Show really when you choose an AI technology, really implement one thing. Let the team see the benefits of that. Let the team see the value of that, because the team may not be comfortable with that, but I'm confident the more they see the value and how much it supports them, the more they will be acceptive of future AI tools utilized in practice. So now they can use Chat GTP to create letters and to do things we discussed, and then add more and more and more. But that's my biggest advice: is not to
Yeah.
overwhelm with too many AI things. Like, do one thing at a time, and then before you know, your team will be considered on a as a modern practice using AI, and
Yes. 100%.
being comfortable with that. Yeah, so that would be, as a business owner, that would be
Hmm.
my best recommendation.
I love that. And just like as a reminder for anybody who is afraid of change, our bodies and our brains are biologically hardwired to not want to change. Like, and that's just the reality. When we know that, we're like, oh, of course I'm scared of this. Of course this feels uncomfortable, because when we are in our comfort zone, anything outside of our comfort zone could be considered dangerous, and our bodies are hardwired to survive. And so if you feel nervous, scared, or like uncertain about change, it's super, super natural. But just recognize that and say, okay, yes, I feel scared about this, and that doesn't mean it's going to stop me. But definitely don't overwhelm yourself, your team. Don't make too many changes at once. Allow yourself to see the success behind some of the
Yes.
new changes, and then grow from there in an organic way, because you will. Like, as soon as Dr. Alderman started using AI, like, you were like, okay, I need more. And same with me. I'm like, this is amazing. Let me figure out more. And it's just a
You
natural
got it.
process.
You got it. I actually, it's like, I have to tell you, it's a side note, but I love AI so much. And obviously, I'm using it in every part of my life where I can use an AI. I'm using it for practice management, but I almost like now I'm just so interested in that I'm like, I want to know about building AI, building a platforms, building my own platforms, because when people come to me and say I have a problem, I want to be able, like, okay, let's use this, let's build this platform, let's utilize these tools, let's create your custom solution to solve your problem. So I feel like I cannot get enough AI, and I just keep like learning and getting more advanced in it. But really just, it's the sky is the limit what AI can do, and as we develop it can do more and more, so we should not be afraid of that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And I'm just so glad we could have you on this podcast, because we like the theme of Women in Digital Dentistry is empowerment through innovation and unapologetic success. And I really believe women can have it all. Like, we can grow the business, we can have the family, we can have our health. And I really believe AI is just a tool that we get to use that is going to give us these things. And so thank you, Dr. Alderman, for being on the Women in Digital Dentistry podcast today. I've heard so much
Thank
about
you
you for
for
so
participating.
long.
Thank you, me
It's
too,
been
right
such
back.
an honor. Yes.
Thank
And
you so much, my pleasure. Yeah.
I'm just so grateful that I could have somebody who's just so successful in the industry, building multiple practices, who is leveraging this technology in such a confident way. So thank you. If any women want to reach out to you or connect with you, well, how do they find you?
So I'm easily to be found. I'm Intelligent Care Alliance. They can look under Intelligent Care Alliance or Kathryn Alderman. They can reach to me via social media, LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook. I am very social. So feel free to ask, feel free to connect. And really, I like to help people to solve problems. And it's not just AI. So I solve a lot of problems. So really, if they have any questions or need guidance or need mentoring, I would love to help.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being on Women in Digital Dentistry, Kathryn. And
Perfect.
we will
Thank you.
see you all on the next episode. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Women in Digital Dentistry. We hope you found today's discussion inspiring and full of actionable insights to help you thrive in your practice and beyond. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss an update. And if you know someone who would benefit from these conversations, please share this podcast with them. We would love to hear your thoughts and feedback, so feel free to leave us a review or connect with us on social media. Together, we are building a powerful community of women leading the way in digital dentistry. Until next time, keep innovating, keep growing, and keep making a difference in the world of dentistry. Thanks for listening.